Now you want to be a dad. Your kid is 1. You want to be a dad. Your kid is 5. You want to be a dad. Your kid is 7. It's no more kid. It's over. Now your kid is 13, mind of his own, 18, doing their own thing. Everything that you wanted, first step, first walk, school, it's gone. It's gone. So now you're coming back into life like, I didn't want that. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I signed up for. Where my baby at? Your baby don't exist. That changed the dynamics of everything.
You want to know what I said
Everything. But nobody take consideration of that like, well, he a deadbeat. No, I wanted to be a 5-year-old father. I wanted to be a 10-year-old father. You're going to drop this 18-year-old on me and talk about be a dad. You don't get the fuck out my face. Okay.
Was good. This is a good topic to me. Some people, she wants you to be a dad, and a deadbeat, and this happens a lot of times with this modern fake co-parenting, where at some moment the mother wants control and she wants to do things her way with no oversight, with no quote unquote co-parenting. So, or she could be mad or whatever, just be in her feelings or whatever. And this is my baby, this is my baby. I don't know what I'm doing with my baby. I'm gonna raise my baby, blah blah blah. So now you got to fight with her to be a dad, right? And like he said, you fighting it when the kid's 1, you fighting when the kid's 3, you fighting when the kid's 5, you fighting when the kid's 7, you fighting when the kid's 10. And this is a normal thing. Like, but by the time the kid becomes a teenager, has a mind of it, not just it has a mind of its own, but but it starts to quote unquote rebel against just mom. Then you need to be a dad. You need to do this, and you need to get your baby, and you need to treat your baby, and you need to do this and that. And it's like, if you don't shut your ass up, because what winds up happening is when they part of this controlling thing is, especially when dad's a really good dude, you gon' villainize him and make him a deadbeat because your actions are gonna always interrupt the kid's bonding time with the dad. You know, and for years the kid doesn't realize it, but after a while they start catching on to the pattern. Like, oh, it's not that, it's you. And there comes a point where all the lying and the manipulation and the where the tide kind of shifts, because the kids go, my dad ain't a deadbeat, you just an asshole. Because the same treatment that the dad gets, the kid gets. And but in that process, the kids start rebelling against mom's dysfunction. And now I need a dad. I need you to be a disciplinarian and a dad and shut this BS down, because these kids only have one mother and I'm doing the best I can. And the fathers are looking like, yeah, you did the best you could to make sure that I look like a deadbeat all this time. And now that your own parenting is backfired on you, now you need me to be a dad to right the ship with this child when it's your parenting that messed it up. And a lot of times, what y'all don't take into consideration is this. Hold up, is that concept that we skip out of is, and I never forget this because I've seen it, I've been through it. You villainize the dad and make him a deadbeat, and then when you need a break, go be with your dad, and the kid is all freaked out, like, I'm scared, I don't know what to do, blah blah blah. So but not, but when the kid starts getting comfortable and start chilling, it's like, my dad is not this evil person. Like, what was I all upset about? Why was I like this? And then you go back to mom, and then mom got to do all this crazy stuff to get you back on her side, and you wind up going through this pattern, over and over again, until you wind up as a kid going, you know what, you you crazy. So getting to what the guy was talking about I wanted to be a dad. A lot of these mothers ruin the bond in those early years. Y'all ruin the bond between the father and the child in those early years. And sometimes I can tell you what's worse. Sometimes the kid they have a bond, and then you blow it up, and then they bond again, and you blow it up, and they bond again, and you blow it up, and then it becomes, man, and then the kid starts to blow it up on their own. And but the problem is that same time bomb is in your house now, and now they blowing up your life, and now you want the father to come be a dad, and this kid needs you, kid really needs you. This is an important time. And it's like, shut your ass up, man. This is you put this in motion. You gotta fix it. And see, when it comes time to fix these issues, this is where the mom shows that how much of a deadbeat she really is, because she spent years creating a problem that she wants the dad to fix in the summer or a year. And I'm gonna tell you, I could take this to a different level. Some of you fathers know exactly what I'm talking about when I go down with this one. It gets so bad that now it's time to move with dad. So bad. Like, and then the kid moves with dad, and two things can happen. One, everything just starts to chill out and the kid gets better. And when the kid gets better, the mom's kind of stuck. You get what I'm saying? And if the kid gets better, one of the things mothers do is like, well, it's time for you to, be a quote unquote child support parent. And then the mom deadbeat again. Then the other thing that'll happen is the kid could get worse, and it bump heads because you ain't my daddy, blah, 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 blah. And then the truth comes out, and then they kind of level out. And then it's like, now it's like it's their choice if they're gonna go positive or negative in a sense. Well, take that back. It's another thing that can happen. A kid could start doing good, and the mother sabotages the kid, because sometimes when the kids get better, the mom sabotages the kids so they get worse, so they can try to be the good guy, right? And then other times, um, other times they will enable them to continue to be better. But I hate to say this, that's just rare. That's just rare. Like, a lot of mothers don't do that when they give the kid to the dad after they've pretty much failed. But this goes to that concept of control. You want him to be a deadbeat when you want him to be a deadbeat. You want him to be a dad when you want him to be a dad. And the problem is, you playing games with the kid, and you playing games with the father. And there's a lot of fathers out here that had to start bonding with their kids when they were adults or young adults, teenagers or young adults, because mom just had to have her way. And some of y'all, um, how can I say this? How can I say this? Um, some of y'all are so into that control that all you wind up having when your kids become adults is control. Meaning you're lonely. Don't A lot of times you get left, you're by yourself, and now you're trying to manipulate your kids to be around you because all the other adults don't really rock with you like that. So, and then unfortunately, a lot of the kids, like in that situation, they don't really live a full life because basically mom is dependent on them to be a mother, and then mom is dependent on them for them like you owe me, be with me into my dying days, and it's like, oh my goodness, you can't live your life. And the dads ironically have to move on because of the BS issues. So that's a whole nother thing. Because father stopped playing that game of, oh, I'm gonna be a dad when you feel like it, and I'm gonna be a deadbeat when you feel like it. They're like, man, I ain't playing with your dumb ass. Because sometimes the kids do it too, and sometimes the kids recognize it. It just, but all that takes a lot of time. So when you see guys like throw their baby mama the middle finger, that's part of usually that's a big part of it. Is you've stolen a guy's opportunity to be a father because you want to control, and then you want him to come, like you want him to come in, in the 11th hour and fix all of your bullshit. And if he fixes your bullshit, then you're gonna sabotage that too, because how dare you fix in 6 months what it took me 10 years to fuck up? It's a headache. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Tell me what you think. Catch you on the next one. Peace.